I'm JD.
I'm Spencer.
And I'm back.
And this is The Itch.
I'll be back. And we're here to review Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. That's what we want to know, man. I beat the fuck out of this.
You like this shit?
Yeah, I like this shit. You like this shit? We like this shit. This has been The Itch.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, and like. And favorite this video.
Yeah. Favorite.
And add it to your playlist. Okay, so Uncharted 4, Thief's End is the last Uncharted that I know of. It is. and
they have not since released a new one
there's a pretty
since Tuesday.
There's a pretty definitive. It seems like it's the end.
Okay.
Which sucks, but you feel like you grow up with the characters a little bit, you know. So anyway, made by Naughty Dog, right? The homeboys that brought you Last of Us, which.
And Crash Bandicoot, Jack and Daxter.
And off of their recent love of emotional journeys, said, hey, let's add an emotion into this blockbuster hit.
Is there an emotion engine here?
It absolutely is.
Oh.
So you play as Nathan Drake. You're pretty much tasked with helping your brother discover the treasure of Captain Avery, I believe is his last name. I'm trying to remember. There's a lot of pirates. So he's a pirate, and essentially what he does is he goes, hey, we're going to get a pirate group together. We're going to pull everything in together, and we're going to create a new civilization called Libertalia. And it's going to be no rules, and it's going to be all about us, you know, like
typical pirate
stuff.
jargon.
Yeah. But what's good about this is they also flash back. So they'll flash back between like when Drake or Nathan was younger and when Sam, his brother, who's in the game as a prominent guy, voiced by Troy Baker, blew my fucking mind. Had no idea it was him. Dude's got some range. He has like a Jersey accent attached to him, so you're like, what the hell? And then next thing you realize is you're like, Ellie. And you're like, that's the same guy.
I would attempt a New Jersey accent, but I think it's just going to sound like my British accent.
Oi, what's up, Dad?
I'm from New Jersey.
So the gameplay is pretty much unchanged from the original Uncharted. You still have a cover system.
Yeah.
You still have a little bit of it's verticality. A lot of the combat is still verticality. So like when you get into combat, you're gonna see like 8 different ways that you can go. So there's a lot of like versatility to the areas you encounter opponents in. You have a rope now that you can actually use and swing on to certain objects. And
like Batman.
Around. Yeah. So you can swing around and it's used for platforming, but it's also used in combat to like swing around and get like a better vantage points and stuff like that. You have I just call it the ice pick. Sort of like Tomb Raider. You know how you can stab into walls and stuff. It's literally the exact same thing.
Yeah.
But he can't keep doing it, so he can only stab into it once, and then he has to jump to something that's already there, and then he can stab again. But a lot of options in that regard. But you know, they're slowly building up on a couple of new things. You visit all these like different worlds. It's definitely not the longest of the Uncharted. I still think that's 3.
Okay.
Uncharted 3 is, whoa. But this one is pretty lengthy. I have to say, gameplay wise, I still think it's amazing. I still have a lot of fun playing it.
How's the gunplay? That's the only complaint I've ever heard about.
The first Uncharted is the only one that had like bad gunplay.
Oh, everyone.
2, 3, and 4 is fine.
They pick it up. Okay.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with it. You have blind fire. You can run and fire, all that stuff. So one interesting thing I do want to say before we get any further is I, in my life, have never seen better facial expressions.
Okay.
Visually, this is like better than like Pixar movies and stuff.
Wow.
Check this out. So there's a scene where it's Nathan, Sully, and Sam, and they're talking about the treasure, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna get it." And they're in a put your shades down. They're in Sully's aircraft.
Yeah.
They show Nathan talking about the treasure, and he goes like this. He goes, because he's excited, right? He's like, and didn't look fake, didn't look weird, nothing like that. Then another scene shows Elena, Nathan's.
Yeah.
That might spoil for some people. Elena bites her lip. And the entire time during the game when they're talking to each other, when you're doing like action scenes and stuff like that, they're making eye contact, they're looking at each other and like, oh, go there, and all that stuff, and pointing. Felt alive as shit. I was very impressed. When I look at stuff like that, people are like, L.A. Noire was the best. I'm like, no, not anymore. because Uncharted
no
4.
more.
Uncharted 4. Woo! Woo!
All right.
Woohoo!
Sterling review.
Sound-wise, the game, obviously you have your sound effects, right? Voice acting is great. Everyone did an amazing job. The sound effects are great. You love hearing the explosions in the distance, gunfire and all that stuff. I think the coolest thing was, I think I mentioned this before, sound, when music kind of makes you go, huh, wait, what was that? You know, is better than you just kind of just going along with it. There's a couple scenes, there's a couple of like musical cues, especially like towards the end of the game, they play like the theme song while you're fighting, or while you're getting ready to go to the final boss. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, you know, do 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 do. And I was like, yeah.
You felt the adrenaline running through your veins?
Yeah, man. I was freaking junkie. I do have to say though, one thing about gameplay I forgot to mention is the game does tend to be a little bit predictable, and I haven't seen a single review talk about that, and that's kind of what bothers me. Is there's a pattern. So you go to a place, right? You go to a new area. Oh, explore. Maybe do a puzzle. Explore more. Another puzzle. A little bit of exploration. Enemies show up. Bam! Watch out, Drake! God! And then kind of repeats.
Gotcha.
It's okay if a game has a formula and it works to its benefit. Like, yeah, of course it's gonna happen. But I don't know. That might discourage some people if they're like, okay, these guys are definitely gonna show up here. It might affect the narrative. Is what I'm saying, you know?
You just run to a bunch of explosive barrels just down a pathway.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
I guess the place is falling apart. That being said, a lot of the set pieces, the action sequences were great.
Yeah.
Towards the end
That's
of the
what they're
game.
famous for.
Yeah. Like, they picked it up on 2 and they just can't stop. So,
good.
Pros and cons.
All right.
Oh, I forgot there's a multiplayer, and it's great. Pros and cons. Multiplayer is great. The story, for the first time in Uncharted, the story of you discovering what happened to the pirates is like, because there's always 2 stories. There's the story between, you know, Nathan, and then there's the story of the lost civilization he's exploring.
Right.
This one is probably my favorite. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's really like Games of Thronesy and stuff. And you start picking up on the notes from the different pirates sending to each other. And you're like, damn, these guys had an alliance. These guys killed this guy, and then they killed his sister. You know, and man, dude, this is some Maury shit. You are not the father. All kinds of stuff.
He's not the father.
Very Springer oriented. So there's all that stuff going on. The game feels like it feels like a masterpiece, which may be like, you know, oh, I heard someone Kotaku told me. Who cares? No, the game looks great. The game feels great. It feels like a complete experience, and it's really hard to kind of stress that to you guys without you playing it. But understand, like, it feels like you can just let the game kind of show you what's going on. And just kind of be like, all right,
I can show you the world.
Shimmering. What? You know what? You laugh about that, but watch. You play the game, you can be like, God damn. That bitch is bitter lit. That shit was hot as food. Yeah. So, another pro to it is the set pieces. While it's kind of a slow start, they definitely do some new stuff with it. And I had a fucking blast in 2 of the areas. Like, I wish I could show you guys those scenes specifically, but it might be spoilers and stuff. But
okay.
Great scenes. And very well written. Cons, the potential ruining of the story if you know the pacing of it. Pretty much what I just told you guys, the formula might get to you. A little bit glitchy sometimes. There have been times when I've been, you have to hit L1 to throw out your rope. So I'll see the thing and I'll jump, and then I hit L1 and they're like, well, you can't press it anymore because you missed it. And I'm like, what the fuck? And you just die. Sucks.
It's like Mega Man syndrome.
Yeah.
When you're like, when it knows you're falling, it just like plummets you.
Accept it. And even though the world is built to where they're not forcing you in a direction to go, which is great because there's a lot of like free roaming elements, there's a big problem with direction sometimes in which you'd be like, well, why the fuck would I even have to go here? Mm-hmm. Or the game won't tell you where to go, and it'll give you like 2 minutes before like Sully goes, hey Nate, check this out, and then you're like, oh, thanks, Sully. Yeah. Which is good and bad, but
could have said that already, old man.
Yeah, I just wish I had more direction to go here in the first place. But other than that, would I recommend this game? As Sully would say, you're goddamn right.
That sounds just like Sully. Is he in this room right now?
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, it's just
Roosevelt. I did the
Roosevelt.
voices. Hi. But I would absolutely recommend this for the full $60 price. This is more of like gaming history kind of game.
Gotcha.
If you have the entire collection of this, like there's nothing
you can't do.
Like honestly, I don't shut up. I don't know why you don't have this game if you like action games.
Okay.
So
sweet. I'm Spencer.
I'm JD.
This is The Itch.
Thanks for yo ass watching.